Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to unpack different sources and pull out those key nuggets of knowledge.
That's the goal.
And today we're focusing on something maybe a bit unexpected. The comforting vegetable soup recipe.
Sounds simple.
Right. You might think, how deep can we really go with a recipe? But that's our mission today, to figure out what truly makes this soup, well, comforting, not just taste-wise, but maybe something more.
Yeah, what's really going on there?
So the source material, it lays out this wonderfully clear, kind of simple process. It kicks off with heating olive oil in a big pot.
Standard start.
Yeah, then gently cooking down some chopped onions until they're, soft and translucent. Then garlic, just for a minute, classic foundation.
And right there, that first step, it's actually quite striking. That gentle saute, the smell of the onions, the garlic, it immediately pulls you in, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's tapping into something primal, that warm, sort of inviting aroma. It's not just building flavor in the pot.
It's more than that.
Oh, yeah. It's signaling home, maybe anticipation, warmth, right from the get-go. That deliberate, unhurried start. I think it contributes a lot to the feeling of comfort before you even taste anything.
That's a great point, the immediate sensory hit. Okay, so those aromatics have done their job, laid the groundwork. What's the next strategic move here for building this comfort?
Well, the recipe guides you to add carrots and potatoes next.
The harder stuff.
Exactly. Cook them for about 5 minutes, let them soften up just a bit. Then you pour in the vegetable broth and bring it all up to a boil.
Okay.
And this part, it shows some real culinary thinking, managing those different cooking times.
Right. Carrots and potatoes need longer.
Precisely. So giving them that head start means they'll be tender, but not, complete mush by the end.
Makes sense.
If you think about the bigger picture, kind of shows how real comfort in food often comes from that sort of thoughtfulness, respecting each ingredient.
Okay, I see that.
And then the recipe says, add the quick cooking things. Green beans, corn, peas, those bright tomatoes, only after the broth is boiling.
So there's a sequence.
A deliberate sequence. It's not just following steps blindly. It's about getting the best flavor and making it look good. You want that mix of textures and colors in the final bowl. That itself is, well, reassuring, visually appealing.
Harmony in the bowl, huh?
And then finally, seasoning. The source just suggests salt, pepper, a bit of thyme. Simple.
Pretty classic, yeah.
Give it a good stir, turn down the heat, and just let it simmer. 15 to 20 minutes, or until the veggies are perfectly tender.
And that simmering phase, letting everything meld and deepen, that's where it really becomes one unified, comforting thing.
The transformation stage.
Exactly. It's more than just cooking, it's about integration. Then, importantly, taste and adjust the seasoning right at the end.
Crucial step. Always taste.
Always. And the source even notes, serve it hot, maybe with a sprinkle of fresh parsley, and crackers or some warm, crusty bread on the side.
Ah, the full experience. Right. That attention to how it's served, those simple sides.
Oh.
It kind of wraps the whole thing in warmth and familiarity.
Yeah.
It's about creating a whole moment, a little ritual of nourishment beyond just the soup itself.
So, okay, we started with what looked like just a simple recipe, but digging in, we've seen how these precise yet straightforward instructions, they don't just guide you to make food.
No, it's why.
They guide you towards creating a genuinely comforting experience. It's less about just the list of ingredients and more about the thoughtful orchestration of the whole process, the senses involved.
Absolutely. And what's really fascinating, I think, is how this simple recipe, when you really look at it, reveals these universal ideas and thoughtful preparation, how ingredients work together, how engaging your senses in a deliberate way can bring this unexpected comfort.
Yeah.
Which it kind of raises a bigger question, maybe for you listening. What other everyday things, maybe simple tasks or things you create, might actually hold some unexpected depth or offer that same sense of comfort if you just, took a moment to really unpack how and why they work?